You know what is good, Raider Nation? It's the loyal to the soil. I'm here to talk some Raider football. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. Oh, okay, we got one that just popped up right away. Good, good. That's what I like to know. I like to see. Oh, he dipped out. Anyways, I like to sit here and let's talk to let's get on to talking about Carr. Let's talk about yesterday's game. Even though it's a pass already, season's already done and it's over with. You know, I'm gonna just sit here for a few, maybe give it like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, maybe a minute or two, to see if I can get some views pop up. If not, I'm just gonna go right on through with this situation and talk about this quarterback and coaching carousel thing that hopefully gets put to an end. Raiders. All right, we got one viewer. State your name. Where you from? Are you there? Holla at your boy. Let's see if we get another viewer pop up. I got one already. Just gonna wait. But I'm glad you're up on my live. Appreciate it. It's not something that I always do, but I'm trying to get into it on my free time. I got that virtual fireplace popping. See that? It gets cold in here, so I put it on the TV. All right, man. I'm not gonna wait any longer. I just want to really get on this about Carr and Rich Pisacci. Yesterday's game, it really showed what type of leader Carr is. You know, to me personally, he could have taken the game into his own hands a lot more than to sit there and having to wait for play calling from the sideline. Because elite quarterbacks, they don't wait; they just handle. Everybody already wants to put the blame on the O line when they already knew that our O line was trash from the gate. But our O line got us this far, right? Or was it just Carr? Everybody want to put blame on the defense when they already knew that our defense wasn't going to be all that. But our defense had us going in the right direction, and we was almost in the top 10 until our players started getting hurt. But no matter of the situation, our defense held their own. But what can you do when you have a quarterback that can't read defense and then gets antsy in the pocket and always eyeballing on one receiver? He's been with us for 8 years. 8 years of us having to go through the in and outs of not being able to get into the playoffs. He led us to two playoffs, okay, and one of them he didn't get to play because he broke his leg, and that was in the Indianapolis game. And then we went on from a coaching carousel from there, right? And from that time on, Carr has been inconsistent. He's been scared, antsy, folds under pressure, inconsistent. They said we didn't have the receivers and we didn't have the running backs. We didn't have a linebacker. We didn't have a defense and we didn't have a offensive line. Well, to me, I think we had a good enough team to get us to the playoffs, and we still had that good enough team once we got rid of Del Rio. The fact is that we pointing the fingers on everybody else but Carr, and then you got us fans that see differently. That we're not saying that he's the main problem. We say he is part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like you fix a car, right? And there's one problem with that car that's going to keep continuing to make that car break down. And whatever that situation is, you're just trying to bypass it so you can just ride on by to get you where you need to go. And hopefully it don't break down. Well, that's what happened. Carr is breaking down. I don't care what anybody say, man. He's breaking down. He's not that quarterback that everybody puts him out there to beat. You put him up there to be there with the Tom Brady's or not even there. You put him to be a good quarterback. He's not even that. He's an average QB. He's a Phillip Rivers. He's a stats back that will sit there, that'll get you to where you need to go, but that as far as you're going to get. That's exactly what Phillip Rivers did when he was playing with the Bolts, right? Did the same thing. What you've seen in Phillip Rivers is what you've seen in Carr. That's what you've seen. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then too bad. I don't care what any of you guys say. Because you guys keep putting the blame on the defense. You keep putting the blame on the O-line. You keep putting the blame on the coaches. But yet you want to keep Rip Versace when he can't coach for shit. You know what I'm saying? He's soft. He's not a Raider. And a good coach would have challenged that play when the whistle blew. But he didn't do that. He didn't even attempt to do that. He just let the play run by, and that was it. And you guys wanted him as our head coach because we gotten this far because of him. It ain't because of him. It was because of the players behind him. We had leadership on the team. We had ex playoff veterans on the team. We have veteran players on that team to know what it's like to win. That was why the team went this far. And not only that though, we only went this far too because we only play bunk teams. Every team that we played to get us this far, they all had problems. If it wasn't for none of the COVID crap to lead us to get us to where we were to get us to where we got, we would have never gotten there. And I'm gonna keep that 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. You guys pull out these little playbooks. You guys want to run and say you guys talk all this knowledge about football. You know what I'm saying? You know what's funny is that most of you guys are player. You guys just like the player on the team. You know what I mean? You're a fan of one player. You're not a fan of the team. You're a fan of a player. There's a difference. When you're a fan of the team, you're going to point the fingers at everybody, not just one person or everybody else, and just single out the one person that that's doing bad themselves. Look, the draft is coming, free agency is coming. I really can't wait till all that. Carr really cost us that game yesterday in the last seconds, 50, what, 24 seconds of the game. He really did, man. And I don't care what anybody say. He cost us that game. You know, he could have not, he shouldn't have spiked the ball. A lot of people said that they understand why he did it. And then there's a lot of professionals that say, what the hell was you doing? And I ain't even no professional. I was like, what was you doing? Why did you spike the ball? You now that you spiked the ball, you didn't give in Cincinnati more time to regroup when you could have just had them thrown off beat. If you would have just gone ahead and went with a play, called a play from the line of scrimmage, and have your players set and snap the ball, boom, and maybe we could have gotten another first down or another 5 or 6 yards or something. Instead, we wasted a down. And then we wasted another down when you tried to throw the ball to Renfro, and that was a busted play. And then Waller was open right over to the right when you should have just thrown it to him. There were times Waller was open two times to at least get a touchdown or at least get close enough to the goal line. There was two times Waller was open and he did not look at Waller not once. He was looking for Zay and Renfro. Those are the only two people that he had his hopes on, Zay and Renfro. And then when he threw the ball to Renfro, to Zay Jones, he threw the ball to Zay Jones at the 2-yard line. He wasn't even in the end zone. It was at the 2-yard line when he threw the ball in a double coverage. But then you guys want to talk about Leatherwood. Yeah, I'll give you guys that. Leatherwood's been a problem throughout the whole season. Cut him. He's no good. We don't need him. I don't give a damn what position you want to put him in, on what side, left or right, whatnot. He still is no good on either side of the ball. On either side, if he's on the left or if he's on the right, it don't matter. He is garbage. We don't need Leatherwood. He's a fucking flag machine. You feel me? He's a penalty machine for us. We don't need that. We don't need a penalty machine. And then for you guys to sit here, if you guys been real Raider fans, as long as y'all say you have been, you should already know that the Raiders have been the most penalized team in the NFL since the beginning of their coming into the league. We have always been the most penalized team in the NFL. I knew that at the age of 12. 12 years old. We was the most penalized team in the NFL. We have been the most penalized team in the NFL. That has been our motto, the most penalized team in the NFL. My grandfather used to tell me this when I was young. We are the most penalized team in the NFL. That was way back in 1982 and 83. And you guys are sitting here crying. You guys want help from the refs. You guys want help from the league. We are the Raiders. We ain't going to get no help from nobody. Rick Bisaccia should have had this team already fired up and ready to go against all odds, but he didn't. He should have had this team pumped up and say, look, we in another team's house, and we don't give a damn where we at. We need to play our type of football, but he didn't do that. We went in there and we played Cincinnati's type of game. And you want Rick Bisaccia. I don't want no coach like that. I want a coach that's going to go out there and be hungry, headhunters. You feel me? That don't care about how the other team feels. You know what I mean? Don't care about the other players. When you on that field, you an enemy. That's how I want our new coach to have our team, our players ready to be when we go out there on that field. The Sean Paytons, the Harbaughs, the angry ones, the ones that don't have no love for no other team. Jim Burrow had less stats than Carr, had 2 touchdowns and won the game. Carr had 300 and something yards, and Burrow only had 240 something yards, and he had less stats and won 2 TDs. 2 touchdowns with less stats. While Carr sitting there racking up stats and only had 1 touchdown and an interception. I don't get it. Tell me what's wrong with that picture. You got Jimmy Garoppolo sitting here playing lights out with the fucking Niners, and he's an average quarterback. He's nowhere close to being what Carr is. But that goes to show you that you guys know football and I don't. And this is the second time Jimmy Garoppolo has been in the postseason. This is Carr's first time being in the postseason, and he couldn't even get past the first round. Who cares about we lost Gruden? Who cares about, well, I won't say who cares about we lost Ruggs. That was my boy. He made a dumb decision. He had a future ahead of him. He was a big puzzle. He was a big part of this offense. But when he went down, good coaches were already had prepared for something in Ruggs' situation. Well, Ruggs goes down, then we have this player we need to rely on. Instead, we had an offense that was based on Ruggs and Carr, and that was it. I really don't understand these fan bases, man. This fan base today, I really don't. You guys are scared to move on from Carr. You said there is no quarterbacks out there in this draft. That's what they said. That's what they said when Herbert and Burrow was coming into the league. Everybody doubted Herbert. They only said that Burrow was the only elite quarterback out throughout that whole draft. Everybody said that Burrow was the only legit quarterback to come out that draft. Yeah, well, you see how that went. Herbert in his second year already was fighting for a playoff spot. Burrow in his second year, coming back from a knee injury, taking his team all the way to the second round. And you guys talking about, I don't know football, man? Y'all need to quit. You need to quit. Stop wolfing. You don't want to give Jacob his kudos. You don't want to give him his props. You want to sit here and say he's an average running back. Why? Because he wasn't playing up to his potential throughout the first and beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? Why? How? He was hurt. He was trying to give you guys his all playing hurt. He was trying to give you fans his all playing hurt. But you guys didn't respect that. You want to get rid of him. I'm not gonna lie. I even was upset at my boy. But then I'm like, man, I'm turning out like some of you fans, giving up on my boy for what? When I knew what the problem was, he was changing his running style. He didn't need to change his running style, but he changed his running style because ever since he got that penalty from doing that helmet, you know what I'm saying? Running motherfuckers over, he felt he had to change his running style. But as soon as he went back to the same his old running style, being Jacobs, nobody could stop him. And then we keep Barber in there when we should have put Regis in there. We should have played Regis. I don't care what anybody say. We should have played Regis. And I know there's a lot of Regis fans out there. You know what I'm saying? We should have played him. We should have put him in there and let him get his fire. You feel me? Let him light that torch. I'm gonna be following, you know, throughout the whole off season. Um, I'm trying, like, I'll be looking up like almost like every 15 minutes to see if I'm gonna get some news pop up to see if what the Raiders are gonna do with Carr and the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, we need to keep Mike Mayock for 1 year. See what he can do without Gruden. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't just throw him away because Gruden's not here. You know what I'm saying? Right away, we Mark is making bad decisions by throwing away a general manager that is an elite scout in my eyes, and I'm pretty sure in other Raider fans' eyes that he's an elite scout. He can view talent. You know what I mean? But we just gonna throw him to the curb because we ain't got Gruden, then that means to show you that you never have faith in him from the beginning. Mark Davis, if you ever listen to see this and you hear what I'm saying, that means you never have faith in Mike Mayock from the beginning. Because if you did, you would give him one more season as being general manager and see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be you got to put your foot in where it needs to be, dude. Mark Davis, you need to put both feet in there and say you the man, and get a good coach that's going to accept Mike Mayock being the general manager, and both coach and the manager have to be on good terms. They have to agree on what's going to be right for the team. What picks. You know what I'm saying? Forget about giving someone the whole key to the whole universe, and then the whole universe breaks down, and then you don't want to pay them, and you throw them underneath the bus like you did Gruden. I'm tired of it, man. We show some resilience this year? Yes, we showed a lot. We showed a lot of resilience. You know what I'm saying? We showed that we can come. We played through adversity. But Carr's been playing through adversity for how long? I'm just playing. Well, how long? Yeah, I ain't even got to count. He's been playing through adversity for how long? And he really ain't been playing through no adversity. He's been playing through coaches' challenges, learning other play styles, other offenses. But that should be to his advantage, man. That should be up to here, right here. He should have a fucking starter playbook right up here through all the offensive coordinators he done been, coaches he done been through, and coordinators. He should be able to know how to read defense like a motherfucker, being that he done see so many schemes, but he can't. That play when we was at the goal line, we was back in our own end zone. We were back in at our own end zone, and I seen them players pressing. I said, man, Carr, they finna blitz, change the play. Carr, they gonna blitz. Man, can you see? They like, nope, he hiked the ball and he got sacked, which should have been a safety. But we don't get no love, right? That was a safety. I don't care anybody say that was a safety. Carr backed into the end zone, got sacked in the end zone, boom, that was a safety. All because he couldn't read the blitz. He can't read defense, man. The only reason why he was reading defense when Gruden was around, because Gruden was lighting up in his ear. He was in his ear. He was in his head. He was telling him, look, this was being played on the field. Switch it up. Woo, woo, woo. Carr can't read defense. He's never been able to read defense since he got on this team. If he was able to read defenses, man, we wouldn't be fucking running them stupid plays. And you can't sit here and blame the play calling on that, man. He's a quarterback. Stop putting the blame on the play calling. He's the quarterback. He can switch the plays if he want to. Ain't nobody putting a gun to his head and say, look, man, if you switch the play, I'm going to bust your ass. I'm going to pop you. Ain't nobody telling him that. They put Mariota in there one time, and then they screw up, right? What are you going to do? You going to blame Mariota for that? It ain't his fault that the damn offensive lineman jumped. Put him in there with one play, and it wasn't even a play. You feel me? It was not even a play. This was Carr's time to shine. His time to show everybody what he can do without Mariota being on the field. Mariota, he only got one play, and he didn't even get that play to get off. And throughout the whole game, that was it. We didn't see Mariota no more. When throughout the whole second half of the season, we were seeing Mariota. He was getting some snaps. But this game was all on Carr. I guess they wanted to see how Carr can lead this team without help. That's how I seen it. Because why else would you sit there and not give Eric Mariota any snaps? What? Because they had an incentive program. If he made so many, did so many of this, so many of that they would have paid him. Who cares? That would have been a playoff win. See, some of you guys' analogies just don't make any sense. Oh, well, they don't want to sit here and put Mariota in because then they will have to pay him big money. Who gives a flying fuck? You get into the playoffs and you go further into the playoffs, your team is getting more money. You're getting more fans. Does that make more sense? Because what y'all saying right now don't make any sense. That if he was in there and he had an incentive for every touchdown or whatever the situation was that you guys are making up, or that probably is true, so what? We would have went further, probably into the second round. I would rather pay him a little bit more because he helped get us to the second round than to see here it benched him throughout the whole 4 quarters of the game. But to me, that was just showing me that they want to see what Carr can do in situations like this, big time moments, and he choked. I don't blame him for the drop passes. I can't blame him for that. He's a quarterback. He's not a receiver and a running back and a tight end. He's throwing them to those people. I just like to know why you guys want to keep Rick Versace. I already gave you my full get down on why I don't want Carr. I'm tired of supporting him. I'm tired of backing him up. I seen his flaws, and I see what he can do. Time to move on. We need a modernized quarterback. To me, Rick Bisaccia is just not it. He's not ready to be a head coach. Like I said, the whistle blown, he should have challenged him, or at least did something to get the referee's attention to say, hey, what the hell's going on? Instead, he allowed that touchdown to happen, and that was that. Good coaches don't do that. Good coaches just don't let something like that fly by. Prater and some. Tell me about it, bro. We on the same path. 2017. Exactly. I was done. Same year, bro. Same year. Same year. That's right around the time we had grabbed Marshawn Lynch. That's when we had what? Cook, the tight end. This is when Carr had some players, but he just didn't know how to get the ball to those players. I agree with you. 2017, that's the exact same year I was done with him. But I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. But that benefit of the doubt, look what he got us. You know, I'm not gonna put everything all on him, but he's not a leader. He's not a leader when it comes in crunch time situation. In big games, he's not a leader. Now, I don't know if you heard what I was saying about Burrow. You know, he had 244 yards and 2 TDs, and Carr had 347 yards or something like that. And he had 1 TD and 1 interception. Stats. People are looking at Carr's stats. His stats are up here, but his winning percentage is down there. Burrow's stats are down here, but his winning percentage is up here. They going on to the second round. You know, what do you think about Rip Bisaccia? You know, I'm not for him. I'm just not. I can't support him. I cannot. You know, him showing his true colors in 2 games. You know, that sideline whistle, he should have challenged that. He could have, if you couldn't have challenged it, he could have at least got the referee's attention and be like, hey, what was this? Because he can do that. But instead, he let the thing right on, and then there goes that touchdown, and we got screwed. You know, and then people want to get on Desmond Trufant. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. I mean, you expect a veteran player to be clutch all the time. Somebody that hasn't even been in the game for very long. But he was doing his thing. But you can't blame him for getting pushed off. That was a clear push off. Poop, and he fell on the ground. And people were going to blame him for that push off. That he wasn't locking up on the dude. He was on dude. He was locked up on him until he pushed off. But we didn't get that flag. We didn't get that offensive pass interference, did we? Instead, they let the play right on. I think we got the interference. I don't know, dude. I'm just, ready for a whole new change, honestly. I hope we do go after either Sean Payton or Harbaugh. Whatever coach that we go after, they have to be into today's modernized football. And if we get Sean Payton, Carr's not going to be there. If we get Harbaugh, Carr's not going to be there. He doesn't fit their needs of a quarterback. They like elusive quarterbacks. Carr's not elusive. They don't want pocket presence quarterback. Drew Brees wasn't a pocket presence quarterback. He knew how to read defense. He knew when to run, but he wasn't the one to sit there and stay and get hit all the time. Brees scrambled. He was like Aaron Rodgers. We have a Phillip Rivers type quarterback. That's what we have. That's who Carr is. He's our Phillip Rivers. And if you know who Phillip Rivers is from the San Diego / Los Angeles Chargers, then you already know what I'm talking about. That's who Carr is. I want to keep Jacobs, Renfro, Max, Jacobs, Abraham. It's just that Abraham needs he needs better coaching for his skill set. You know what I'm saying? We need a better defensive coordinator. Exactly. Exactly. I feel you right there. We've been through the mud this year and still made it to the playoffs. Rich might deserve it, but it's not the box office pickup. I feel you. I feel you. You know, we do. We need a coach that's gonna bring fans to want to see us all the time. I feel you on that one. That's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? But we also need a quarterback because Carr's not that quarterback to do that. He ain't bring, he has the Raider fan base of old. He doesn't have new Raider fan base. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If we gonna get new fans, he's not gonna pick up them new fans. That's what I'm saying? You know, he's already got his old fan base that followed him. But we in Vegas now. Vegas is a money hungry state. You feel me? I live in Nevada. I'm from Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised here for 31 years, man. But I came out here at the age of 31. You know what I'm saying? So I seen the transition from here to there and what Nevada is all about. Nevada is a money hungry state. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got winners in this state, especially because now you have a big franchise football team out here, a big league, big name football team out here, you got to be winning. You can't be sitting here choking. You know what I'm saying? We can't be doing what we're doing right now, playing cat and mouse and hope we can get into the damn playoffs because that's what happened with us. You know, so we need that star. We need that star quarterback. We need that star coach and that star quarterback. Like you said, box office players, pickups, players and pickups, whatever it is to get more fans and more wins. You from San Ho? Right on. That's what I'm talking about. East Bay, South Bay. It's all love. But yeah, man, I mean, Bay love all day, baby. That's how we do it. We stay Bay active no matter where we go. That's how I go, man. Even though some of us can't be back there because the living situation out there is crazy. Like, you got to be like a baller to be living out there in the Bay Area now. You feel me? And it's starting to get like that out here in Nevada. It's the price of living out here in Nevada is starting to rise to who what? Okay, but whatever, bro. Whatever your name is, one love. But yeah, but I understand what you're saying, man. But what you think about keeping Gus Bradley? You think Gus Bradley's the shit? You think we need to give him another year, and get him some legit players, some young bucks, somebody that he can mold into his defense? not no old, because we had a lot of veterans on his team, man, and not too many, young cats. What you think? You think we should give Mayock another year too? Gus Bradley another year? Get rid of Awesome and get rid of now what? You want to keep Gus or you don't? Because in my eyes, man, I want a coach that's gonna bring instability. You feel me? Stability and have players fired up. Everything Gruden gotta go. Oh, everything that Gruden has gotta go. I ain't mad at you. I mean, by at least my opinion, bro, at least give Mike Mayock 1 year though. You feel me? Because Gruden had the keys to the house. That's my opinion. Just like Al Davis gave Gruden the keys to the house when he first was coaching the Raiders. You feel me? Then once Raiders started having that success, he was once Gruden was having that success as being the Raiders head coach and having all that power. Al Davis yanked that from him and said, "Hell no, man! This is my team, and I want that power back." That's why there was a misunderstanding between them, and then Gruden fired him. He didn't trade him; he fired him. That's why Mark Davis was like, "I'm gonna go back, and I've been looking at Gruden for a long time and hoping that he was gonna come back." But instead, Gruden came back, my opinion, to sabotage the team. He was getting all that love, man. All that he was getting that bag to sabotage the team until Mark Davis said, I ain't feeling you right there, man. I'm gonna have to get you up out of here some type of way. That's how I seen everything, bro. You can call me crazy, call me stupid, but I'm a conspiracy person, bro. And that's how I seen it. Mark Davis said, we just risked delaying the process further. We need a fresh start. Exactly. Fresh start. Fresh new everything. You feel me? Because when you get fresh new Jordans, you get fresh new everything, right? That's what we need. Fresh new everything. And if that does mean getting rid of Mayock, then so be it. I would like to see my man get one more chance. But I agree with you. Fresh new everything. Keep some of the good players that we have had that playing their heart out and that's hungry, not someone that's playing their heart out because they want that money bag. You know a person that wants that money, and you know a person that's playing their heart out. And Carr just wants the money. He ain't hungry though. He ain't hungry to try to win a championship because yesterday showed it. Yesterday showed how bad he wanted to go to advance to the second round of the playoffs. And that's real. That's how I see it. I mean, we have to play bunk teams to get us where we're at. Look at Jimmy G. That dude is nowhere on Carr's level. And look what he did for the 49ers. And you can't say that the 49ers is a better team than us, than what we have. They not. They're an average team. The 49ers, an average team with an average quarterback and already going into the second round of the playoffs. That's sad, dude. Sad. Sad. That right there made me just not even want Carr even more. When I seen Jimmy Garoppolo sitting there managing his offense and was running through a defense that was collapsing his offensive line and making plays happen. Carr only had that one long run to get us that first down. That's the only time the motherfucker ran. When he had up the middle runs plenty of times yesterday. You know what, bro? My son is a big time Carr fan, big time. And I told him, I was like, look, Mijo, Carr sucked. And he said, you know what, Dad, you're right. Carr sucked. We need a new quarterback. It's hard to convince him to tell him that Carr sucks. And this ain't no kid, man. The motherfucker's about to be 21 years old. Being a Raider fan since the day he came out the daddy nutsack. You feel me? But man, I'm happy for your support. I appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want. I'm not going to tell you I want you to, but if you can, that'd be cool. If not, it's still all love. I ain't tripping. You feel me? But the more support, the more subscribers I can get, the more I can try and do things when I'm on my phone. You know what I mean? Like I could be out in the field, you feel me, talking to you guys and letting you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how Graph and everybody else is getting their viewers. But Graph help people get on. But I ain't asking to try to have them. I don't want nobody's help. You feel me? I want to try to do this on my own, but at least get the help from the viewers. If you feel me, I don't want other bloggers, YouTubers to help me out. You know what I'm saying? If you can get other fans that's on the same level that we are on, tell them to support your boy, loyal to the soil. You feel me? I'm even on Instagram, man. Same, it's spelled the same way, loyal to the soil. That's how I get down. But I've been on here for 47 minutes, man, and you seem to be the only one to pop up, man. Much love, man. I respect that. You feel me? I appreciate it. But yeah, man. I mean, let's just hope for the best, man, throughout this off season. You feel me? Hopefully we can get a good coach, and better players, man. Someone that really wants to be a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Like the Josh Jacobs and the Max Crosbys. You feel me? The Renfros, the Yannicks, and players that really gave it they all. You know what I mean? The Abrahams. Even Nate Hobbs. Gotta give boy Nate Hobbs, man. Nate Hobbs, yes. I found you getting on Graph's helmet about some shit I agreed with, had to follow. Fill me in. Because I got this helmet on hella shit, bro. Like, hey, I ain't got nothing against old boy, man, but it seems like he be taking what people saying out of context. You feel me? Like sometimes I feel like what I be saying, he be using it in his blogs. Like I'll say something and it sounds right, but he'll not listen to me. But then he'll put it into his words. But he's saying the same thing that I just said. Does that make sense? You feel me? Like, I mean, I respect dude because he a family man and everything, and he a grown man. I can respect that. We like the same teams. The only team that I don't like is the Kings. I'm not from Sacramento. I'm from Oakland. You feel me? So I'm a Warrior fan. I'm an A's fan. Raider fan, and I'm a Notre Dame fan. And I've been a Notre Dame fan. Yeah, I forget, but there was a back and forth. Yeah. Oh yeah. When he was trying to clown me about my jersey, he was trying to clown me about my jersey He was trying to clown me about what I was wearing, saying I was wearing some Dickies or some khakis or something. He was saying my jersey was like from it was a watered down jersey, man. I was like, oh, bro, you didn't even know, man. I had the Air Max Plus SEs on when I was leaning on the back of my Cadillac. I got a black Cadillac Eldorado with a Raider plates on it. And he was already trying to judge me, like trying to say I was basically a yuck mouth. You feel me? Like I was a meth head and shit. You talking about that? Yeah, bro don't know me like that, man. See, those are the type of motherfuckers I don't like. You know what I'm saying? They already judging a motherfucker before they even get to know a person. I don't do that type of shit. I don't judge nobody, man. I don't judge off the way you come at me. If you keep coming at me sour, then I know what type of person you are. But if you just one of them type of cats that just want to express your feelings and you want to be heard, then I understand. But if you trying to come at me like I'm some type of J cat and you think you could just walk all over me, but then you got another thing coming, bro, because he can miss me with all that. Anybody can miss me with all that. I ain't the biggest and baddest man in the world, dude. I'm only 5'4". 5'4". I done lost battles like a motherfucker, man. But I won some too. But that's just the way the street goes when you live in that street life. You feel me? I'm no longer into the gangbanging life anymore. You feel me? That's what I used to represent. You feel me? That North Day life. But you know what I'm saying? It just, I'm a 48 years old, man. I got a son that's in prison. You feel me? He should be getting out within. He went in at the age of 15, bro. You think I wanted my son to live my life? I moved out here so my kids didn't have to live the life I lived. But it just happened that way. You feel me? If it's in your blood, your seeds is following. And I didn't show him no type of shit like that. You feel me? But it just happened. But that's just it. And I got another son, his his other brother that's about to turn 21, I almost lost him due to a stabbing. You feel me? Now he's doing better and got a good job and all. You feel me? He's doing carpet, you know. But I almost lost him, man. He got punctured in the lungs and hit his main artery to his heart. But I'm not here trying to brag about my shit. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm all about that. I'm all about that support. You support me, I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just got to have the followers. You feel me? That's the problem. If you can get the problems, the problems. If you can get the followers to ignite with your channel, then that's how you boom. You feel me? You got to have the followers, and that's what. See, Graf did it good. The thing about graphics is that he was already in the industry. That's what gave him that oop. You feel me? He already in the industry. He already meaning what I'm saying by that, he already had followers because he's a rapper. So he already had that turned up. It was turned up easy for him. Excuse me. When you in that type of when you're in the industry like that, you got the love, you got the support. Well, when it comes to me, people like me and you, we gotta work our way up to the top. You feel me? We gotta work it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you think Raider Huncho would have blew up the way he did if Graf didn't give him that clout? I don't think so. I'm just being honest. And I ain't even mad at Huncho, you know what I'm saying? He be speaking some facts sometimes, but sometimes he be falling off his helmet. Like, you be going back on your words, man. You be saying something that he be going back on, man. Like, none of these cats don't want to take falls for what they say about certain players. You know what I mean? They don't want to be wrong, man. I might admit when I'm wrong. But I still support them no matter what, though, man. I ain't no hater, you feel me? Even though that we had our fallout, me and Graf, I still support him. But it's all good. But anyway, man, I'm out of here. One love. Hopefully we get some I get, more updates, and whenever the updates come in, I probably won't be the first one to shout it out because there's other people out there that's doing it first. But even at that, I'll still do it anyway, and that's just how that goes. You don't think you don't think Huncho's a real Raider fan? Maybe not. Maybe not. But anyway, bro, if you're on there and you listening still, I'm about to cut out on this because my son is here, and hopefully, I can get your support again and others along the way. And when I hear more news coming on with the Raiders, or it could be other things, dude. It don't even have to be the Raiders. I might just be blogging just to be blogging like a motherfucker. You feel me? But on that note, man, I'm out. Loyal to the soil, Raider Nation, and I'm out.